Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the Penn State's 2025 Workforce Education, Organization Development and Change Conference, hosted by the Workforce Education and Development and Organization Development and Change Program at the Pennsylvania State University. This is an event sponsored by Penn State College of Education, Penn State's Office of the Provost for Educational Equity, and Penn State's University Park Allocation Committee. My name is Marcia Ruimel. I'm a doctorate student in the Workforce Education and Development Program at Penn State. I will be moderating today's session alongside with my colleague James Burns, who is also a doctoral student in the same program. We are excited to engage with you using the features of the Zoom platform. At the end of this session, there will be a Q&A session. If you want the presenter to address your question, please type into the Q&A box. If you encounter any technical issue during the webinar, please let us know using the chat box. The Workforce Education and Development Organization Development and Change Network at Penn State offers several programs. Our online Master of Professional Studies in Organization Development and Change is designed for professionals who want to gain the skills and knowledge necessary to lead organizational change effectively. Additionally, we offer a residential PhD program in workforce education and development with concentrations in human resources, organization development, and career technical education. Since 2021, we have established this biannual free conference featuring experts from around the globe. Today, we are excited to present Human-Centered Human AI Interactions by Dr. Sehooon Kim. For a detailed overview of our speakers' achievements and contributions, please feel free to visit the conference website. You will find links and additional information about our esteemed speaker there. Now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming our speaker today. Dr. Sehooon Kim, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Marsha. Good morning, everyone. Nice to meet you. How are you finding this conference so far? Good? Yeah, going great. This is a very timely conference in terms of the subject, and I'm very glad that I have an opportunity to interact with many scholars and practitioners in our field. Today, I will be discussing human-centered AI and its transformative role in the workplace, specifically in workforce development. We'll delve into how human-centered AI places a strong emphasis on meeting human needs, ethical design, and fostering learning and training opportunities, all aimed at building a more resilient and adaptable workforce and organizations. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I guess you can see my screen. So while the title mentions the human-centered human-AI interaction, I want to clarify that human-AI interaction is a component of a broader human-centered perspective. To make it simple, I will use the term human-centered AI instead of a human-centered human-AI interaction throughout this presentation. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce myself. I was born and raised in South Korea, where I completed both my bachelor's and master's degree at Korea University. My academic journey then took me across the Pacific to the United States, where I earned my PhD from Texas A&M University. I had the privilege of working in both Korean and American professional environments, specifically in human resources and organizational development. My research focuses on three main areas that I'm particularly passionate about. First, I'm deeply interested in how emerging technologies are shaping workforce development in our rapidly evolving digital age. I'm also studying training effectiveness, looking at how we can better prepare and develop employees from both an individual and organizational perspective. Additionally, I'm committed to researching employee well-being, which I believe is crucial for both individual and organizational success in today's workplace. These research interests reflect my commitment to understanding and improving the current workplace in the era of AI. And currently, I'm working at the University of Minnesota as an associate professor and the program coordinator for HRD programs. So before we dive into discussing human-centered AI, I'd like to take a moment to think about why AI is developed. What is the purpose behind it? The answer will be very clear, right? To perform tasks that are difficult or time-consuming for humans. So the primary goals include increasing efficiency, improving accuracy, simulating human intelligence in machines, and addressing challenges in many areas in our society. So ultimately, to make our world a better place. So these are all something very positive to us, right? But ironically, we all agree that there are growing concerns about AI in many aspects of our society. People have raised valid warnings about the potential harm that the misuses of AI could cause. So let's see what we, as the current and the future leaders of HR, think about AI with a quick poll. I'm going to launch a poll. You will have one question. To what extent do you believe the artificial intelligence will benefit humanity in the future overall?
I have not been able to enter anything today. It may cause trouble with my session.
Okay, I don't know, but people are coming, and I think 11 to 20 people participated. If you cannot participate the poll, then please leave your answer in the chat. Right. Okay, so let's see the result. Can you see the result? So most people think the AI has a positive, the
When is it planned
say
to?
that again, please. Yes, I think the 26 people that responded strongly agree, and 59% agree, and 7% neutral, and 7% strongly disagree. So looks like many of you think we have the bright future in with the AI, which is good. Right. So your response is somewhat different from other recent investigation on perceptions of AI. So let me share a global poll. I'd like to show the result of a global poll conducted a year ago by University of Toronto from about 24,000 people in 21 different countries. You can see that globally, about half of the people have a positive view of AI, with fewer having negative opinions. In the US, positive and negative views are almost evenly split. So that's why the perceptions are a little bit different from the global or US result. So I think because we are interested in AI, and that's why you are here to this conference and my session. So we are interested in, we are more proactive, we are well prepared, and we are aware of the limitation and the possibility of AI. So that's why we can have the more positive opinions. And interestingly, people in developing countries tend to see AI much more optimistically. All right, then let's see the recent Gallup's investigation conducted a few months ago, probably the last January or February. So very recent poll result. And it revealed that the question was like in the next 5 years, do you believe that AI will have a positive or negative impact on these areas? And it revealed that people in the US have more negative than positive views about AI's potential impact on our society in terms of the spread of false information, social connections among people, and opportunities to get good jobs. Okay. So these concerns have been around for years and have helped to shape a human-centered perspective in AI, specifically in human-AI interactions. And I believe that this human-centered perspective is becoming even more important as AI advances so quickly. Think about it. The generative AI was introduced just 3 years ago, and now we are already seeing more powerful form of AI like agentic AI. The AI age is here, and it's time to seriously think about how humans and AI can live and work together. The AI has been integrated into organizations and workforce to improve efficiency and productivity. However, the traditional approach to AI often overlooks human needs and value. This can create challenges in a lot of areas. These approaches tend to focus on maximizing productivity, often treating humans as if they are just a part of a system rather than real people. Let me share a few examples. As the first example, let's think about automated warehouse systems, which are designed to maximize warehouse productivity by reducing human involvement in repetitive tasks like picking items. While the system efficiently assigned tasks to human workers based on AI-driven optimization, workers are treated as a part of a larger automated system, focusing on productivity gains rather than overall human experience. The second example is social media's feed algorithms or YouTube's recommendation algorithm, which are designed to maximize relevance and revenue through commercials. They pay little attention to their impact on user experience, content quality concerns, and privacy. Another example is AI recruitment and screening, which are designed to optimize the hiring process by scanning thousands of resumes to identify the most qualified candidates. However, it can easily ignore people's unique potential, leading to potential biases and limiting diversity in hiring. So this limited human involvement ignores the importance of human skills and judgment, which leads to a number of socio-technical challenges. Human-centered AI can shift this focus, placing humans at the center of AI designs and implementations to ensure technology serves us effectively. Several scholars have been discussing challenges of AI. I will share some of the major hurdles. So inherent biases that can affect the decision making, a lack of transparency in how systems reach conclusions, and complex ethical dilemmas that emerge as AI becomes more sophisticated. But humans can bring unique strengths here. Our remarkable ability to adapt to new situations, our creative problem-solving capacities, and our resilience in facing and overcoming challenges. This is why we need an interdisciplinary approach. We cannot address AI challenges through technology alone. We need to bring together insights from psychology, education, sociology to understand the human behavior, cognition, to grasp the social implications, and to guide the responsible development beyond implementing technical solutions. This combination of disciplines will be essential for creating AI systems that work in harmony with human capabilities. I would like to highlight the importance of ethical considerations in shifting from the machine-centered perspective to human-centered perspective. Some of the key ethical considerations include bias and fairness, transparency, privacy, and accountability. These will ensure that AI systems are developed and deployed responsibly, minimizing harm and maximizing benefits. For employees, understanding of ethical approaches and their pros and cons will promote positive attitudes and better control when using AI, and they will improve the quality of AI experiences and ultimately increase well-being. I recently conducted a study on AI perceptions and experience, and found that ethical awareness plays an important role in behaviors of AI use. In this study, I collected data from 726 college students and measured their positive and negative attitudes as independent variables, ethical awareness as a moderator, and the intention to learn AI and the frequency of AI use as dependent variables. As expected, negative attitude toward AI was negatively related to AI use behaviors, while positive attitude was positively related. And the result indicated that ethical awareness significantly moderates the relationships between negative attitudes and intention to learn, and between positive attitude and frequency of AI use. Okay. So now let's shift gears and talk about human-centered AI. According to Ben Schneiderman, the human-centered AI is defined as the design, development, and the deployment of AI systems that prioritize the human well-being, values, and the needs, while ensuring AI systems remain safe, fair, explainable, and aligned with human intentions. So it represents a paradigm shift, focusing on augmenting human capabilities rather than replacing them. Human-centered AI evolved from early human-computer interaction to include socio-cultural and ethical considerations. Scholars believe that its benefits include enhanced human capabilities, ethical accountability, and improved trust in human AI systems. In response to this shift, several universities like Stanford, UC Berkeley, and MIT have established human-centered AI research institutes. I think many of you heard of their the centers activities and reports, and they are to advocate for AI that is humanistic and ethical. Okay, so traditionally, AI development has been technology-centered, focused on maximizing machine autonomy and efficiency. However, the human-centered paradigm shifts this focus to putting humans at the center of AI development. The human-centered AI frameworks can be narrow or inclusive. A narrow framework focuses on usability and transparency, while inclusive frameworks address broader social and ethical impacts. The Sehooon and the Schneiderman's frameworks can be a good example of the inclusive scope of human-centered AI, and we will further talk about them. By the way, explainable AI or XAI is to make AI decisions understandable. Today, the previous session of this track talked about explainable AI. So if you already took it, you probably have a clear sense of it. The Sehooon framework gives us a clear way of think about human-centered AI. It's built on three main ideas: ethics, technology, and human factors. Ethics or ethical design ensures designing AI systems that are fair and just, avoiding bias or discrimination. Technology that reflects human intelligence should work in harmony with human thought processes. Human factors design centers on usability. AI systems must be explainable, comprehensible, and useful for all users, from technical professionals to everyday consumers. The Sehooon later expanded this framework by adding three additional principles: placing humans at the center, recognizing the interdependence of ethics, technology, and human factors, and embracing systematic design thinking. These principles emphasize designing AI as a part of a collaborative system where both the humans and AI complement one another to achieve outcomes. The Schneiderman's framework builds on similar ideas, but go further to propose three overarching principles. The first, Schneiderman emphasizes high levels of both the human control and automation. Instead of simply automating tasks or fully handing over decision-making to AI, he advocates for systems that maintain meaningful control in human hands while benefiting from advanced automation. Second, the paradigm shift from emulating humans to empowering humans is central to Schneiderman's approach. Instead of designing AI that mimics human behavior, the goal of AI is to amplify and extend human capabilities. He argues that AI should unleash new powers for its users rather than replacing them. Third, Schneiderman highlights the need for governance structures to ensure AI is reliable, safe, and trustworthy. This includes proper oversight, independent certifications, bias testing, and organizational safeguards to mitigate risks and build public trust in AI. Considering the insights from both Sehooon and Schneiderman, I could synthesize their ideas into 5 key elements for the future of human-AI interaction. First, humans must come first. AI development should always prioritize human needs, safety, and well-being. Second, explainability is critical. AI systems must provide clear, comprehensible explanations for their decisions, fostering user trust and understanding. Third, collaboration is essential. AI should act as a partner to humans, complementing their skills and enhancing decision-making. Fourth, systems must be ethical and unbiased. Safeguards should be integrated to prevent harm, ensure fairness, and promote accountability. Finally, effective governance structures are key to fostering reliability, transparency, and trustworthiness in AI systems through proper oversight and ethical standards. By integrating these elements, we can have AI systems that enhance human capabilities while ensuring human well-being. Why does this matter? Because the AI is advancing very fast, and soon we'll have systems that are more autonomous and powerful than anything we've ever seen before. Let's watch a short video to see what Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, had to say about developing agentic AI. He talked this the last December.
The next big question that we're all asking, I can't even believe we're just asking it 2 years later, and you actually just wrote about it. You said that it is possible that we will have superintelligence in a few thousand days from now. 2 years ago, did you think that? And when you say a few thousand days, I can do various versions of math on what that means.
Well, I mean, there is wide uncertainty, and there's also different definitions of what superintelligence is. Yes, 2 years ago, we thought we were on a pretty steep curve. I mean, we started OpenAI because we thought this was possible and maybe not that far away. And it has gone well, but we hoped it was going to go well. Like we believed in deep learning as this unbelievable new discovery of humanity. And we thought it could go here, and we had a duty to get it here and to make it go well and to broadly share the benefits. But yeah, we did think we could get here, and we still believe we can get here. It's not for sure. There's a ton of hard work, a ton of research and engineering still to do, but I think it's possible. And I think it's possible not super far in the future. I expect that in 2025, we will have systems that people look at, even people who are skeptical of current progress, and say, wow, that I did not expect that. That does change what.
Like what?
Agents are the thing everyone is talking about, I think for good reason. You know, this idea that you can give an AI system a pretty complicated task, like a kind of task you give to a very smart human that takes a while to go off and do and use a bunch of tools and create something of value. That's the kind of thing I'd expect next year. And that's like a huge deal. We talk about that like, oh, you know, this thing is going to happen. But that's like, that, if that works as well as we hope it does, that can really transform things.
All right, so the agentic AI is almost more advanced AI systems that can perform autonomous actions and goal-oriented decision-making. And Sam Altman expects to release it later this year, and it will perform as good as a person who holds a doctoral degree. A few days ago, the CEO of Google DeepMind, Demis Habbassis, said there's still a lot of things they can do, but I think over the next 5 to 10 years, a lot of those capabilities will start coming to the fore, and we will start moving towards what we call artificial general intelligence. The artificial general intelligence, which is called AGI, is highly autonomous AI systems that are as smart or smarter than humans. This means a huge transformation is coming soon. And the idea of a human-centered AI can help guide us in shaping the future workplace. I will show you a couple of examples where AI enhances human capabilities and supports our values without replacing people. So let's watch the two videos.
Sensors and cameras track Dieter's every move in this smart intensive care unit, from vital signs to facial expressions and everything in between.
Every place in this room will sense something about you. Is this enough light? Is this not enough noise? Are you okay? You know, are you moving enough? Are you in your bed? Are you out of the bed? I think that's the future of how we will design hospital.
More than 350 gigabytes of information per patient goes into a central computer, where artificial intelligence then processes the data. We can look at the patient and go, they're moving a lot. There's something going on there, or their face has a certain grimace to it that they normally don't have. Is it possible that it could tell you before I even know that I'm having problems?
Yes, 100%.
Right, so what do you think? I think these are great examples that show two important aspects of AI's potential. So the first video was from Iron Man. Tony Stark's AI-based robot doesn't replace him. It works alongside him to achieve incredible result, right? Making the powerful, the armed suit. The second example from the University of Florida Hospital presents a real-world application of AI in improving lives by assisting in patient treatment and increasing the quality of care without replacing human workers. It demonstrates how AI can be used responsibly to complement and amplify human efforts rather than causing job displacement. Oh. Okay, so AI is more than technological tools. It is time to rethink how we approach our behavior and organizational models. We need to redesign them to focus on human-centered values so we can encourage ethical practices, accountability, and well-being in the workplace as we integrate AI. Now let's talk about workforce development perspectives that can guide human-centered AI. Peter Kuczynski outlined two key approaches in human resource development: person-centered development and production-centered development. Person-centered development is really the idea of creating supportive environments where employees can truly thrive. It's about removing barriers to self-growth and fostering creativity, trust, and fairness. In contrast, production-centered development focuses more on boosting employee productivity to help the organization reach its goals. Here, the emphasis is on providing employees with the knowledge, skills, and abilities they need to do their jobs effectively. Jeffrey Pfeffer's concept of workforce sustainability aligns with this, connecting employee well-being and sustainability. He highlights that the goal of workforce development would be to balance both employee well-being and organizational success. The HRD frameworks and the human-centered AI framework share a human-centric foundation, emphasizing individual and organizational development. Workforce development plays a critical role in aligning the technology with human values and organizational success by effectively collaborating with and utilizing emerging technologies like AI. So based on workforce development and human-centered AI frameworks, I propose 6 approaches that organizations can adopt to support their employees and drive growth. These approaches are not exhaustive, but represent some of the key areas we should prioritize and consider. They are professional training, employee training, AI-based training program development, alignment with organizational strategies, reskilling and upskilling strategies, and the human-centric AI culture. And these are support 5 human-centered AI principles, as shown in the slide. So let's take a look at each of these. First, professional training. When designing professional training programs, it is crucial to prioritize both technical excellence and the cultivation of human qualities. For instance, AI system developers need training not only in coding or algorithm development, but also in ethical decision-making when designing AI systems. Additionally, soft skills such as empathy, communication, creative problem solving drive collaboration between teams and stakeholders. Engineers could train to collaborate with user experience designers and other field professionals to make sure their AI solutions align with the users or the employee needs rather than operate in silos. Related human-centered AI concepts for this approach are human must come first, ethical and unbiased systems, and explainability. For the wider workforce, employee training must focus on both the technical skills and psychological readiness. AI literacy is an essential foundation. For example, consider our employee in a small accounting team who previously used a spreadsheet for expense tracking. Training them in AI-based tools enable faster reporting and decision-making. Importantly, the training program must include hands-on experience and troubleshooting scenarios to foster confidence during technology adoption. Mental resilience is equally critical. As AI is widely used, the fear of using it can dominate for some groups of people. Training sessions should address this, clarifying how AI tools augment the employee potential. Role-specific training is also key. For example, warehouse workers could utilize training tools powered by AI to optimize warehouse operations, while sales associates could explore customer analytics platforms to refine their sales strategies. Related to human-centered AI concepts are explainability, human must come first, and collaboration. AI-based training programs will be transformative, offering opportunities for real-time feedback, personalized content, and growth insights. However, these tools must be designed to preserve human agency. For example, instead of an automated e-learning system dictating the pace of learning, AI systems can offer adaptive learning based on user input, empowering individuals to control their progress. Training can benefit from simulation-based AI tools, especially in industries like manufacturing and engineering, where they can create highly realistic training scenarios. However, it's essential to emphasize the importance of creativity and critical decision-making. While AI can offer optimal suggestions, it's ultimately up to humans to evaluate. Furthermore, ethical concerns become important when integrating AI systems into employee training programs. Therefore, training program designers must incorporate safeguards to ensure that AI interpretations serve as supplementary tools rather than replacing human judgment or decision-making. Related human-centered AI elements for this approach are human must come first, ethical and unbiased systems, and governance structures. Organizations must carefully align their AI initiatives with core values and long-term strategies. Quick cost-saving measures like automating operational tasks and pushing efficiency in their workforce might yield immediate benefits, but could damage organizational sustainability if they harm employee trust or well-being. A commitment to sustainability also requires investing in future-forward strategies. For example, training customer service agents for new AI-related roles, like analyzing the customer experience, will help to prepare the workforce for the future. Organizations should regularly check in with HR and managers to review their plans and gather employee feedback. This helps keep AI systems on track with company goals while fixing ongoing problems. Related to human-centered AI concepts are collaboration, ethical and unbiased systems, and effective governance structure. Organizations must invest in robust reskilling and upskilling strategies to help employees learn new skills or improve existing ones for working with AI It is important to encourage employees to gain skills across different fields. For example, a data analyst might learn the basic design thinking to work better with marketing teams on AI projects like a customer segmentation. Mentorship programs can also support this learning. For instance, senior managers who are new to AI tools could partner with younger tech-savvy employees in a reverse mentoring program. This way, both people learn from each other, close skill gaps, share knowledge, and build strong teamwork. Related human-centered AI concepts are human must come first, collaboration, and ethical and unbiased systems. Lastly, fostering human-centric AI culture. The successful integration of AI relies on creating a culture that values and empowers employees. One important step is making AI systems transparent, so employees understand how they work. Transparency helps build trust and make employees more comfortable with using these technologies. It is also important to focus on collaboration between humans and AI rather than seeing them as competitors. Additionally, co-governance plays a critical role. While leadership can set AI ethical guidelines, employees should be included in refining these principles based on their real-world experiences. This not only promotes a sense of shared ownership, but also ensures the organization's values are embedded in how AI is used. Related human-centered AI concepts are human must come first, collaboration, and ethical and unbiased systems. So in conclusion, human-centered AI can change the way we design and use AI. It's all about empowering people, staying ethical, and supporting learning and growth. As AI continues to play a bigger role in our lives, following human-centered principles will be crucial for creating a workforce that is resilient, adaptive, and ethical. So these are what I prepared for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them using the Q&A functions on the Zoom. I know we talked about a lot of things, but hopefully they were helpful. And you can also reach out to me through my email, kimsh@umn.edu, kimsh@umn.edu. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sehooon. Kim. We have some questions here for you. And one of the first questions is, how can we make sure AI in workplaces prioritizes people well-being instead of just technological efficiency?
Hey, so that's a good question. And we have to think about the purpose of the AI tools or activities, why we use it, why we designed it. So it should be, we have to go back to the design of the AI tools or activities, and if that is just to make our work efficient or to replace the human, then it's not a human-centered AI approach, right? So that's why I emphasize that the human-centered AI should be considered at the beginning of the designing AI systems. Okay, So if our organizations are planning to adopt AI systems, then we should put human values in the front, right? So what is the meaning of this, and how can we utilize the AI systems to make our workplace better, and while valuing our employees? That's just my thoughts, but people may have different ideas. But
Thank you. The next question is, what are some practical ways organizations can reduce biases and ethical concerns when using AI for tasks like hiring or employee management?
could you say it one more time?
What are some practical ways organizations can reduce biases and ethical concerns when using AI for tasks like hiring or employee management?
Okay, that's also a great question. So I know many companies already use the AI systems to screen their applications in hiring. So what is very important for me is human involvement. So not just relying on AI systems to the screening people, human the employees should be involved in the process and then monitor the process and then look at the something the different. So AI's work is just very general, and they use a very standard the process, but we may catch something different, right? So if the person has some the unique characteristics that AI system couldn't catch, then we find it and then look at the resume more carefully. And if the applicant has potential, then we can make a different decision, right? So human involvement is very important, and so that's why I said several times that we have to shift our paradigm. AI is a very convenient tool, but it shouldn't be replaced humans. So human workers should be there, and as it is, and the AI, the functions will make our process better, right? So it's not just replacing HR people, but we work together with AI to make a better service and work of quality.
Thank you. There's another question. If you are to help international business major students develop AI-related skills to enter the workforce, which approach would you recommend?
Oh, this is a very difficult question. Well, I am not really sure what would be a good answer for this question. But I think AI has really good potential for everyone, and especially the developing countries, right? So because we have equal opportunities, and so previously some companies, some countries they hold the knowledge and skills and expertise and the human capital, but now with the AI we can share all the the good things with the AI across global. So we have really good opportunities for the global market. So for international students or international the business, we should understand the AI principles and how can we help the different groups of people, and how can we apply the AI principles to the different cultures. That will be what we have to focus on. And there are a lot of things we should study and they develop in this area. It's very, very early stage right now. Tons of things to do, right? So as practitioners and scholars, we should focus more on this area and the work on how we can, make a good use of AI in the future.
Thank you. There's another question. What AI tools do you recommend to researchers in our field?
Okay, so yeah, that's another difficult question. So I'm not, the AI expert, but I look at AI from the HRD perspective as an HRD scholar. But one thing is very clear is that this is a very the rapidly changing area. So if you are on computer science major, then I do not recommend learning some specific tools because if you learn that, then your skills will be outdated in 1 or 2 years. So just stick with your current expertise but try to be flexible and open-minded to accept what's going on out there. So and think critically about the change. So I think that is important.
Thank you. There's another question, interesting questions. How can organizations balance using AI to achieve business goals and while ensuring employee satisfaction and job security?
Yeah, that's an important question, and thank you for asking this question. This is a really important the assignment for all of us, right? So I think the sustainability is the key. So companies or organizations may make better profit using AI and replacing people, but it will be very short term. So to make our organizations long-term success, to be long-term successful, then we have to focus on what is the best way to ensure the sustainability. And then that is will be the human and the AI collaboration or the interaction with human-centered perspectives. So we have to keep our people and use AI with the people, then we can maximize our effectiveness. So the companies and organizations should expand their scope, right? So if our goal is reaching, let's say, $10,000 per month, then replacing people can easily, the benefit to reach that goal, but we can expand, we can increase our scope, right? So our goal is not just the earning $10,000. It can be way more if we keep our great people with AI systems, right? Then then the companies should change their missions and their goals, and then we can expand our the business, or so we can reach to the better goals. So that should be the paradigm shift.
Thank you. And we have a last question here. In what ways can employees and managers work together to make sure AI decisions stay transparent, ethical, and beneficial to everyone involved?
Yeah, that's also a good question. So among my 5 the key ideas, there is a governance structure, right? So it is very recommended for organizations to build their own governance structure and or systems to facilitate ethical practice of the AI use. So we can monitor how AI was adopted and designed and used in our organizations. And we also listen to employees' voices, and we review their use, evaluate the whole process. So that kind of the systems should be established. And it's not just only for the organizations, but for community, our society, our countries. So we have to be very careful about AI use. It's very autonomous and powerful. So that's why it's time to think about human-centered AI perspectives, and then make sure we have the solid governance structure.
Thank you for answering all of our questions. Oh, there's another question that just came in. How would HCAI approach the shifting industry or social ethical frameworks for best fit from a HRD perspective?
Okay, yeah, that is about my whole presentation. Also, great question. I know the human-centered AI is kind of the minor perspective in the whole AI area, right? So there are some group of people who really emphasize human-centered AI, but we know in practice people think about the profit and making the efficiency. So they easily ignore human-centered perspectives. But we are HRD scholars, right? We value our employees and their well-being, and we support our organization's sustainability. So as scholars or professionals, we have to investigate and prove the human-centered approaches will be really beneficial for organizations in the long term. So if we show the result to the public, then they will realize that, oh, yeah, human-centered perspective is really important and it's working. Then they will change their mind, and then they will adopt human-centered perspectives in their organizations. That's my hope.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for your question. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you so much, Dr. Sehooon Kim, and thank you everyone for joining us today. On behalf of our Workforce Education Organization Development and Change Conference organizers, we hope you have enjoyed today's session. If we didn't answer your questions, please feel free to email us or contact the presenter directly. We would love to hear your feedback on today's webinar, so please take a moment to complete the survey using the link in the chat box. We have more sessions for today. Check the conference website using the link in the chat box. Also, we are delighted to extend a special invitation to all of you for the Workforce Education, Organization Development and Change Professional Development Network webinar series. Since 2020, we have been offering free monthly webinars with extraordinary speakers. You will find more information in our website. Please find the link in the chat. Remember, registration for all our events is completely free and can be found in our website. We want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to join us. You can also stay updated by following us on our social media platforms using Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thank you once again for joining us today. We hope to see you soon and have a great day. And good night, good evening, good afternoon to our guests in different time zones. Thank you.
Thank you.